Hey y'all, what is up? It's your girl Destiny Arianna, and today I'm back with another video.
So stop thinking about it.
Can you play that
We
again?
just start it off, start it off, start it off, start it off. We just
And as you guys can see from the title, I got my grades back and I'll be doing a semester recap. So if you are interested in what my grades were, what my fall semester of junior year was like, stay tuned and keep watching. But before we get into the video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you can get notified whenever I post a video. So to be completely honest, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story about how I even found out my grades. So it's about like January 3rd or whatever, 4th, something like that. And I was like, you know, I haven't gotten any emails from Polaris about grades or anything, and I just really was like, so are they gonna post them? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know when they're gonna upload them. I had no idea what was going on. So something just told me to log on to Polaris to check my grades. And y'all, words can't explain how I felt, but I think that this video will. So I will insert the clip of the exact moment that I checked my grades right here. So it's just so crazy, you know. I'm in Cape Town, South Africa right now on a Melon Research Conference, and I've just been working so hard this entire semester, you know, losing sleep, spending hours in, hours out, just putting forth my best self. And like, if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I've been struggling to really boost up my GPA, to really get the grades that are gonna help me get to where I need to be, because I knew that I wasn't where I wanted to be, you know. So literally sitting in this chair right here in this corner, looking at the beautiful view outside, and then I see those grades after a semester filled with hard work, y'all. Like, I literally could not even breathe. I couldn't even speak. I just honestly, like, I couldn't even believe it. Even right now, like, I still can't even believe it. Like, making this video for you guys, like, it's crazy. No, like, I definitely, like, I'm sorry if I'm at a loss for words this entire video. Honestly, I'm in an amazing space right now. I'm having a life-changing experience. Like, life has just really been on the incline, and that means the world to me, especially after going through such a storm. And, you know, I'm finally receiving the fruits of my labor, and like genuine labor. Like, I'm gonna get into it in a little bit, but I just really want you guys to understand that this is not something that was easy. This is not something that just happened because it just happened. Everything was intentional. It took hard work. It took sacrifice. Like, it took so much. I definitely learned a lot about myself, and there are things that I wish I did differently, but you know, all that matters right now is that I did it, and I'm just so happy that I did. So really quickly, I'm actually like in a break right now, so hopefully this video isn't too long because I don't have much time to record it, but I wanted to make sure I got it out to you guys. If you didn't already know, last semester I was taking Painting 1, which is a visual arts course. I was taking African Americans in Art, which is an Africana studies course cross-listed with art history. I was taking Ethnographic Film, which is an anthropology and cinema studies cross-listed course. And I was taking Central African Art, which is a history, Africana studies, and art history cross-listed course. So quickly about each course. So Painting 1. Y'all, you know I'm an artist. You know that I love art so much. So much. In this class, I was really excited for, yet I was really nervous about. You know, I learned a lot of technique, but it definitely was challenging. Like, I found myself literally spending hours and hours on it in the art studio. I wasn't seeing anybody. Nobody was seeing me. Like, I see people maybe once every 2 weeks, and I'm like, yo, Destiny, where have you been? And I'm just like giving everybody like the same look, you know, because it's like, I don't think people understand how many hours go into creating art. The process, you know, it's not just execution, their trial and errors, and I experienced a lot of that in learning technique. You know, it's just really difficult. The entire semester I was challenged. Late nights, really late nights, you know, always asking my professor for advice, you know, feeling defeated, not getting the grade I wanted. And, you know, I really pushed myself to places that I've never been, you know, and I definitely feel like I've grown so much as a person. I've learned patience, which is something I definitely have struggled with, but I've shown myself something I didn't know I had inside of me. I don't know if you guys have seen my artwork. Actually, shameless plug, I launched my website, so if you have not seen it, definitely go check it out. I'm leaving the link in the description box. It is destinyarianna.com, destinyarianna.com, not hard to forget, destinyarianna.com. So definitely go check that out if you want to see my artwork and other things that are related to me. But I produce a lot of work that I didn't think I was capable of. So I really, really appreciate that class for teaching me those things. And that A, y'all, I didn't think I could do it. Because like when I tell you I was getting B's, A minuses, and like I felt like I was putting in so much work and not getting the results I wanted. So to finally pull that through really showed that, like, girl, like, you did that. Like, you showed the gradual effort throughout the course and you really outdid yourself. And I'm really appreciative of that and grateful for that experience. Second class, African Americans in Art. So that class was amazing. You know, I had Professor Dana Bird, who is now my advisor for art history. But amazing professor, amazing course, right up my alley. Like, I've learned so much. I pushed myself not only as an artist but as an art historian, and this class has really allowed me to dive into that part of myself. I literally thought art history would be the last thing that I was doing, and it turned out to be one of the things that's right up my alley. And this class definitely opened that up for me. It just was an amazing course filled with amazing information. I was pushed in so many ways as a writer, as a thinker, as an art historian, and I just met amazing people, had amazing discussions. You know, I connected on so many levels with people in my classes, with the study groups that we formed. Like, I honestly just think the experience was amazing overall. Like, definitely like one of my favorite classes. Definitely because of the professor, but also just because of the material, and speaking about African Americans in art, Black art, and those are things that you don't really get in art history, and it's right up the alley of like my research and Black people in art, and how race is navigated in our education, which sort of falls into that, Black people, and where they fall in art history. Next course is ethnographic film. To be completely honest, I really want to take the class, but mainly because it was in my alley, but it was not what I expected it to be at all. It was definitely harder for me because it's my first like cinema studies course. I didn't really know how to write a film analysis or any papers regarding films whatsoever. But I ended up doing really well, mainly because I sought out help whenever needed. You know, I have a friend who's amazing in cinema studies, and I asked her for help a lot, but I also went to office hours to make sure that I knew exactly what was required of me, because that's the best thing you can really do in a course like that. You have no idea what you're doing. But it really pushed me, and in the end of the course, I ended up really diving into something that was really personal to me, which I really enjoyed. I actually got to write a paper on my tribe. If you guys know, I'm Wampanoag, Native American, and I basically wrote a film that's based on a movie that speaks about the revitalization of our language. So I really enjoyed the course because it pushed me and it ended up steering me in a direction. It has definitely brought so much out of me. So I really appreciate that course for pushing me in cinema studies, and it's allowed me to think differently about the things that I'm viewing. And the last course, which was Central African Art, I really enjoyed the class. The difficult part of the class was definitely the historical content. I struggle a lot in history, and it's just always been like that all the time. So it was definitely hard for me, but my favorite part of the class is that we curated an exhibition that will be up at Bowdoin, I believe this coming January or February. But if you're available literally anytime during the spring semester, definitely go to the Bowdoin College Museum of Art and check out the exhibition. It'll be called Presence of the Past, upstairs in the Markel Gallery. So make sure to check that out because we worked really hard in producing it. It's definitely allowed me to think about like art history in a different way. the more historical context of art history rather than the visual, which is something I don't normally do. So I was definitely challenged in the course, but it felt really good to have that challenge, because now I realize I have certain things to work on in order to make me a stronger art historian. And I really also do enjoy curatorial work, so it was definitely something that was the best of both worlds. Like, I was challenged, but I also got to do something that I really enjoy. So overall, like, great experience. So those were the courses that I took. But honestly, y'all, I just want to speak about just overall, like, what it means to have those grades and a lot of things that I learned this semester. You know, like, this is the first time in college that I've received straight A's. I've been working really hard, super hard, since, you know, spring semester in my freshman year, when I got that grade that literally plummeted my GPA. And I've been explaining to so many people what that's done for me, and I don't think people understand the magnitude of how that psychologically affects someone. You know, when you feel like you keep putting in work and nothing's really coming out. And no matter how hard I tried, I just felt like I couldn't get it. I felt like I wasn't good enough. There's so many times where I wanted to quit. You know, this semester was definitely really hard for me because I struggled a lot. Mental health was really, really bad. This semester, I think I suffered with a lot of depression. It just got really hard for me. You know, like, being away from family, being super stressed. You know, not necessarily wanting everyone to know what's really going on with me. And I definitely think that's something that I regret, and I'm learning to express more, is telling people when I'm going through those things, and that's something I normally don't do. But this semester got really hard, really fast, and I had a lot of low lows, a lot of moments where I was just really done with just everything. You know, and that's real, and that happens in college, and I'm definitely a testament to tell you guys that it's okay not to be okay. But there's some times where you really just can't do it alone. And I had people that were in my corner and definitely have helped me and supported me, like, throughout this whole process. You know, my family, my friends, you know, just everyone just being there for me. And I needed it a lot. And a lot of people may not have known what was really going on, you know, behind the surface. But if you even checked up on me, you know, spent any time with me or anything, I really, really appreciated it. Just because, like, I'm one of those people that definitely, like, build things up on the inside. And a lot of people think they know everything that's going on in my life, because I'm a very, I'm extremely extroverted. You know, I have a YouTube channel, I'm really big on social media, Snapchat, all those things, but there are a lot of things that I hide. There are a lot of things that I go through that I don't necessarily speak about, and I don't think a lot of people know and acknowledge those things. That goes to say, you know, it's just been really hard, and it feels really good to feel like that struggle wasn't for nothing. You know, I definitely could have done it differently. I feel like I definitely should have taken care of myself more, because I didn't. It became like school, but also like some self-care, some taking care of myself, check-ins, but not as much as I should have. You know, I just really saw what my end goal was, and I went after it. Like I said, all gas, no brakes. Like, I was ready, I saw the light, and I just ran. You know, it's good to a certain extent, but I definitely feel like I needed to prioritize myself in a different way. That being said, I think the things that really helped me this semester and being so successful, seeking out help when I needed it. You know, I was always in conversation with professors. I met with each of my professors multiple times, just making sure that I was on top of everything. I definitely spent more time being productive, revising my work, going over my work. And, you know, it's also easier once you declare your major. You're in the fields that you love. You're doing what you love. These things become easier to you, you know, and also, like, as you go through college, that college thing, you don't really get it, but sometimes it starts to get going and suddenly it's just there, you know. It gets somewhat easier. I won't say it gets easier and you're definitely going to have it all the time, because I still don't have it all the time, you know. But it gets manageable, and I'm definitely seeing that now. But I definitely think one of the main things that's kept me so successful throughout this entire process is seeking out help. Remembering what my goal was. Like, I tell you, if you watch my videos, I literally said I'm aiming for straight A's, spoken into existence, you know, made sure that whatever I was doing was aligned with the goal that I saw, and y'all, I did it. And honestly, like, I'm beyond proud of myself that I have no words. Like, I'm speechless. feel like this is unreal. This entire experience is unreal. Like, I'm making this video right now and I'm literally like looking at this view. Unreal. It's honestly just so crazy. Like, I feel like I don't deserve it. Imposter syndrome has hit me so much throughout this past year, but honestly speaking, like, this is where I need to be, you know, and I feel like I'm finally getting clarity on where I'm going, what I'm gonna be doing. Still don't know, we're still figuring it out, but finally I feel like I'm comfortable with the pieces that are aligning together, and I don't know what the puzzle is yet, but I feel comfortable in where we're going. So I really just wanted to update you guys on my fall semester, share that with you because I honestly think it's such a big part of my life right now. Want to keep you guys updated. So much content coming up. I got so many things that are coming up. I'm working on it, guys. But again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. You guys mean the world to me, and I'm happy to share this with you. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video.
Start it off right.